Today we're taking a deep dive into something that might just change the way you experience movies, gaming, and presentations at home: the 4K 16:9 electric motorized floor-rising projection screen. This one isn't just any screen. It's a Black Crystal ALR screen designed for long-throw projectors, and this one goes all the way up to a massive 150 inches. Yeah, this is basically home theater luxury in one sleek, motorized package. Now let's talk about first impressions. Straight out of the box, this thing feels premium. The casing is clean, slim, and doesn't scream tech gadget until you hit that button and the screen quietly glides up. The floor-rising design is what makes this stand out. Instead of drilling holes in your ceiling, mounting brackets on your wall, or dedicating a permanent spot for a giant screen, you get a fully motorized setup that disappears when you don't need it. Imagine finishing your movie night, pressing one button, and the screen retracts into its base. Super clean, no clutter. That's the kind of futuristic vibe we love to see. Now let's get into the screen technology itself. This isn't just a plain matte white screen. We're talking Black Crystal ALR, short for Ambient Light Rejecting. If you've ever tried projecting in a room with lights on, you know the struggle. Traditional white screens wash out easily. Black Crystal ALR, on the other hand, is designed to reject light coming from unwanted angles, so what you get is deep contrast, sharper details, and way better colors, even if you don't have a pitch-black theater room. That means you can actually use this in a living room, during the day, or even in a space with some ambient light, and it's still going to deliver a solid picture. And because it's 16:9 and 150 inches, you're basically getting the kind of widescreen cinematic experience that matches up with modern 4K projectors. Pair this with a high-lumen long-throw projector, and you'll see exactly why ALR screens are in such high demand right now. Blacks look deeper, colors pop harder, and you don't feel like you're missing out on detail. Whether you're watching sports, streaming Netflix, or firing up the PS5 or Xbox Series X, the visual upgrade is massive compared to projecting on a bare wall or a budget screen. Now let's talk build quality and operation. The motor is whisper quiet. It doesn't feel clunky or cheap when it rises. It's smooth, consistent, and reliable. You get remote control functionality, so you're not fumbling with manual setups. One button, and you're ready to go. Another button, and it disappears. That's the kind of ease of use that makes this a practical option even if you don't have a dedicated home theater space. Another key point: portability and flexibility. Because it's a floor-rising design, you're not locked into a single installation spot. Moving apartments, redecorating, you can shift this around without hassle. Compare that to a ceiling-mounted retractable screen, and you'll see why a lot of people are going this route. It's basically the ultimate plug-and-play projection screen. Of course, with all this, it's worth mentioning who this screen is for. If you're the kind of person who's serious about home theater setups, you're going to love this. If you've invested in a good projector but you're still projecting onto a basic wall or a low-quality screen, you're not actually seeing the full potential of your device. This 4K ALR motorized screen is like upgrading your projector without buying a new one. It's unlocking that extra performance that was always there, just waiting for the right surface. And yeah, it's not just movies. Gamers are going to get a kick out of this too. With 150 inches of ALR performance, you're not just gaming, you're basically living inside the game. Pair that with next-gen consoles or a gaming PC, and you've got a truly immersive experience. Now, let's talk value. Screens like this are usually seen as luxury accessories, but when you think about how much you've already invested in your projector, audio setup, or home theater furniture, it makes sense to get the right screen to bring it all together. A high-performance ALR screen is the difference between a decent viewing experience and one that feels like a proper cinema. So to wrap it up, this 4K 16:9 electric motorized floor-rising Black Crystal ALR projection screen is one of those upgrades that completely changes the way you think about projectors. It's premium, it's flexible, it's built to handle light, and it's absolutely massive at 150 inches. If you're building or upgrading your home theater setup, this should be high on your list. And if you're interested in grabbing one, I've dropped a link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Alright, that's it for this one. Drop your questions in the comments. Let me know what kind of setup you're running, and whether you'd go with a screen like this or stick with something simpler. And of course, if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.